Men in blue continue to rampage in the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup 2023. Then defeat of the England cricket team last Sunday at Lucknow. After being shut out at 229 on 9 in 50 overs, Indian bowler hissed back with an outstanding scores bowling by Shami and Bumrah to defeat England and stay unbeatable. England was bowled out for a merger 129.
This week has yet again told the story of Devyats demolishing the Goliaths. Look at what Afghanistan did to Sri Lanka and Netherlands to Bangladesh.
Anushka, I feel Afghanistan particularly has played. They are already in the Goliaths club now.
Well said, Ishika. Hello everyone, I am Anushka.
And I am Ishika, back with your favorite weekend cricket show on the front foot.
Let's start with a rundown of the matches played since last Saturday. We already talked about India versus England's match, so let's move on to the other matches. The match came down to wire with New Zealand needing 6 runs on the last ball. Rachin Ravindra's century and Jimmy's explosive 58 backlaps in the game. And it was a welcome change from the previous dull games. The match also set a world record with a whooping 771 runs scored in just 100 overs. Cricket fans surely got their dose of excitement.
Moving to the Netherlands, they had displayed dominance in defeating Bangladesh by a remarkable 87 runs. A fantastic performance by Dutch team Paul Van Marker, 4 on 23, was really important in their second World War win. Bangladesh bowlers managed to take 2 wickets each, but Scott Edward led the way for the Dutch. With an impressive 68 runs, it is exciting to watch Netherlands as a team in the World Cup.
In another thrilling encounter, Afghanistan continued their impressive World Cup journey by defeating Sri Lanka with 7 wickets to spare. Farooqi emerged as a hero, taking for crucial wickets as Sri Lanka was bowled out for 241. Although Sri Lanka showed promise with the key batsmen scoring, they couldn't capitalize on initial movement. A great match showcasing Afghanistan's growing powers in international cricket and commendable performance by Sri Lanka's individual players.
Next, Pakistan delivered a brilliant performance against Bangladesh, defeating them by 7 wickets. Farkar Zaman and Alauddin Shafiq notched half-century, playing important roles in Pakistan's empathetic victory. Shaheen Shah Afridi and Mohammad Bazin grabbed their wickets each to handle Bangladesh for 204. But they couldn't recover from the regular bowls, surrounded by 204 in 45 overs. Pakistan, determined to reach semi-finales, is evident as they are keeping their hopes alive.
Finally, South Africa delivered an absolute powerhouse performance against New Zealand. They piled up a huge 357 over 4 and then dismantled the Kiwis for just 167. Keshav Maharajan led the charge with a brilliant 6 over 46, while Marco picked up 3 over 31. Quentin de Kock and Rezin showcased their might. The centuries and David Millers added the fiery 50. An absolute dominant display by South Africa, making their intention clear in the World Cup with the surrounding victory over New Zealand, a match to remember.
We are driving right into the action-packed match between India and Sri Lanka. What a decision by Sri Lanka to bowl first, Anushka.
Absolutely, Ishika. That decision backfired big time. India's bowler, led by Bumrah, Shami, Siraj and Howard under the Wankhede Stadium lights.
Bumrah set a tone with an early LBW dismal of Nishanka and Sri Lanka. Innings crumbled to 55 all out, a nightmare performances.
Indeed, those scores of 3 on 4, 14 on 6, 22 on 7, 29 on 8, and the final 55 were hard watch. Shami's 5-wicket haul salvaged some pride for Sri Lanka.
But it was a vain as India secured their spot in the semi-final, with the dominant victory becoming the first team to do in the tournament.
That's right, Ishika. Sri Lanka's narrowly avoided the lowest ever World Cup score, suppressing Canada's 36. The match was firmly in India's control, and it was a memorable performance.
The standing table seems to be settling a bit this week, Anushka. The picture of four teams is emerging a bit. South Africa, India, Australia, New Zealand seems to be sitting pretty, but I have a sense some upset is also lurking around the corner with Pakistan and Afghanistan on close heads. History has showed cricket is a game of glorious uncertainties.
Yes, you are right, Ashika.
Time to reveal our game changer of the week. This is a special segment where we talk about one or two special nights in cricket who is a sheer magic of performances change the course of the game. For us, it is Azmatullah Umarzai of Afghanistan who scored a brilliant 73 with six sixes to steal the fate of Sri Lanka in the match, where Afghanistan beat Sri Lanka to move in the fifth place in the standing earlier this week.
Now, let's hand it over to our roving correspondent Dungar Patel for the segment The Third Empire, where he talked a well-known sports journalist, Mr. Ravindra Singh of Times of India, and talked about the action in the Cricket World Cup.
As we approach to the World Cup with India's outstanding performances, we are here with a very special guest, Mr. Ramendra Singh. Welcome to the Lake City Live.
Thanks.
India is performing really well. What do you want to say about the Indian team?
I think I want to see India winning the World Cups the way they have been performing because the important thing is we are playing in our home. Okay, so after 2011, when Dhoni made us proud, so this is another chance for us to cheer. And I hope, not hope, and I believe that this time they will make us cheer also.
What's the secret behind Afghanistan beating stronger teams? Do you think they have any chances for qualifying for the semifinals?
Qualifying for the semi-finals is little tough because if we go by the points table, the top three teams, India, New Zealand, and one more team, I think South Africa will made it to the semi-finals. But as far as the fourth position is concerned, there are four teams, and still three matches are left for Afghanistan and other teams also. Pakistan is also trying. Yesterday they played well against Bangladesh, and the way they have performed, it's like they can make the cut because they have the experience, and other teams are also there. So it is little tough, but yes, the way they are performing, it's remarkable. They are a bunch of good, excellent players. They have shown their grit on the ground. They have shown their confidence, and they have shown that they have the neck to make any kind of wonder on any given day. So you can't say they cannot. They can, but it is little tough because the fight for the fourth position is quite tough for the semifinals.
As a sports analyst and writer, what have been your defining eyes of this World Cup?
Mm, the performance by the Netherlands and the Afghanistan, because every time we don't want to see a couple of teams winning matches or winning World Cup. Obviously, being an Indian, I want my team to win the World Cup. But yes, if you want to see as the larger perspective, yes, teams like Afghanistan, Netherlands, or any other team, if they are performing good, and in this particular World Cup, we have seen this. In the coming years, we will see they will be winning other tournaments also, other ICC tournaments. They can go up to the finals or the semi-finals or even win the T20, any kind of championship, whatever the championship is possible. So it's good. We have this World Cup has given the opportunity to such kind of teams to explore better way and to understand ki, look, we can also do better. That's the major part of this World Cup.
Is 300 and 320 becoming a pass score in ODIs?
Whenever you are playing in this subcontinent, 300 plus is always possible. If you go to New Zealand or the Australia or the England, their pitches are quite fast. Their pitches are little supportive to the bowlers with comparing to the batsman. So their 300 plus is a little problem. But as you know, the height of the ball is little low. It comes little is it on the bat? So it is more batsman friendly wicket. Whenever is it the Pakistan or the Bangladesh or the Sri Lanka or the India, so it was expected. 300 plus is not a, but just because of T20 game, we can see every other batsman's trying to start with a six. So that has become hard. That has become a problem for the England team also, because they could not come out from the T20 format, and they think it's a 50 over match, no? So you have to show some confidence and stay at the wicket, that they are not doing. That's why they are on the ninth position in this time. So yes, 300 plus is always a good score, and whenever you're playing in the subcontinent, it is always and in fact good for the spectators also, because we don't want to see a 100 or 150 score. What will you see? You can't imagine you are buying expensive tickets and staying in the middle of such high temperature. You want batsmen to scoop like anything. You want lot many runs, lot many centuries, like we have seen in the. So it's good, somewhere it is good.
As playoff approaches, which team do you think will pose a significant challenge for Team India?
South Africa, because if you see South Africans, the way they are known as chokers, but this time they are proving it wrong. I think this time they will break the jinx. The way they have been performing, um, South Africa is a danger for us. We have seen New Zealand. New Zealand was nowhere in the counter encounter we have seen in the match against them. South Africans in the series also, if you see when they came in the last time, I was there in the Indore match, and they just thrashed us like anything. David Miller and this Quinton de Kock, all these players, they are a balanced team. When it comes to bowling or the fielding or the batting, they are the real threat for us.
Thank you so much for talking with us, for talking with Lake City Live.
Thanks, Dungar. Cricket become a festival with fans and trivia, fun on the sidelines, and that's what Harshita has bought today for us viewers.
Thank you, Ishika. Welcome to the segment called Sidelines. Did you know that after Sri Lanka was defeated by India, they became the team with the most losses in the World Cup history, and that too with 43 losses? Speaking of losses, the record for the most matches lost by a defeating champion in the World Cup is shared between Australia and England, both with 4 losses. And talking about the Indian cricket team, ever since KL Rahul has been back in the team, I think the DRS has become the new RRS. Because what a decision to review by KL Rahul. His accurate review making played an important role against Chamira's wicket. And here's a surprising fact. In this World Cup, Pakistan experienced a first time streak, losing 4 successive matches. Also, did you know that ICC World Cup trophy isn't just any trophy? It's a dazzling masterpiece made of shimmering gold and silver, shaped like a cricket ball. But wait, there's more. Its intricate engravings capture the excitement of the game, from the roaring crowd to those incredible cover drives and Yorkers. It's not just a trophy, it's a symbol of cricket's elegance and thrill, cherished by the fans around the globe. And also, as we all know, that India is already in the semi-finals, we asked people about their take on this and the other 3 teams that will join India.
तो इंडिया सेमीफाइनल्स में पहुंच चुकी है, बट मुझे लगता है कि सेकंड सेमीफाइनलिस्ट जो हो सकता है वो है न्यूजीलैंड, बिकॉज वो डिजर्व करती है हम उसके पास्ट परफॉर्मेंस के चक्कर में। एंड फाइनल्स में हो सकता है दोनों के बीच में टक्कर हो सकती है, और बहुत अच्छी टक्कर हो सकती है। और मैं तो चाह रहा हूँ कि दोनों को देखना सामने से, और सपोर्ट तो इंडिया की तरफ ही रहेगा।
फॉर द सेमीफाइनल्स इंडिया ऑलरेडी क्वालिफाई कर चुका है। मेरी 3 अदर प्रेफरेंसेस होंगी। पहले स्पोर्ट्स में रखूंगा मैं ऑस्ट्रेलिया को, जो नंबर 2 पोजीशंस में मैं देख रहा हूँ। इन द थर्ड प्लेस मैं न्यूजीलैंड को रखूंगा, क्योंकि उनके पास के अभी रिकॉर्ड देखे हैं, जैसा उनका मैचेस खेले उन्होंने, उनकी बैटिंग बहुत ज़्यादा स्ट्रांग लगी है मेरे को, तो थर्ड प्लेस पे मैं न्यूजीलैंड रखूंगा। एंड फोर्थ पे मैं ऑस्ट्रेलिया को रखूंगा, क्योंकि उनका अभी जो वर्ल्ड कप का ओपनिंग गेम थे बहुत सारे, काफी उनका इतना सही नहीं दिख पाया, आउटपुट इतना सही नहीं आया।
सो फाइनली इंडिया सेमीफाइनल में आ चुकी है, और मैं जिस टीम को सेमीफाइनल में देखना चाहता हूँ इंडिया के साथ, वो है साउथ अफ्रीका। बिकॉज 2015 में साउथ अफ्रीका सेमीफाइनल्स में हार गई थी, पर इस बार की जो उसकी परफॉर्मेंस है वो काफ़ी हद तक पहली बार से बहुत अच्छी है। बट एट द एंड मैं इंडिया को एक वर्ल्ड कप के साथ देखना चाहता हूँ।
आई थिंक साउथ अफ्रीका जाएगी, क्योंकि उसके रन रेट्स काफ़ी ज़्यादा अच्छे हैं और उनके प्लेयर्स काफ़ी अच्छा प्ले करते हैं, उन पे ऑलराउंडर्स भी है और बैट्समैन भी काफ़ी अच्छे और बॉलर्स भी है सारे, तो उनकी टीम काफ़ी स्ट्रांग लगती है जो इंडिया के साथ जा सकती है।
लेकिन मेरे हिसाब से ऑस्ट्रेलिया भी मतलब बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्म कर रही है इस बार। जैसे कि हमने देखा ग्लेन मैक्सवेल, उसने फास्टेस्ट सेंचुरी मारी है इस बार, अराउंड इन 40 बॉल्स ही मेड अ सेंचुरी। सो आई थिंक ऑस्ट्रेलिया विल बी अ गुड टीम, देयर विल बी अ मच बेटर competition with India.
Well, the public's reaction was quite interesting. Now over to the host.
Thanks, Harshita. This was another exciting week of cricket. Viewers, we shall be back again and wrap up the mega show and bring you the adrenaline-filled matches in the final week of ICC Men's Cricket World Cup. Keep enjoying the festival season, have an amazing Diwali, stay safe and always stay on the front foot. And keep watching Lake City Live.